works after all. Think of all the girls that are swooning over Byakuyo. I better start checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. He had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. Oh, what? I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Alright. Alright. The thing is that Kyoko is not here. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. I'd like to hear your alibi. Correct. I would love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. There was no body here back then. Tokuhiro, Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toku and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. Oh, okay. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door. So, where precisely were you? I was in my room, but I was dead asleep, I had a fever. That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite a disadvantage here. Oh, well, I knew that this would happen. I just knew it. That's really bad, isn't it? Because he was asleep, that happened, and The rest of them had been in the gym all night. Those were the flags. The red flags. Who does that body belong to? I don't want to fight anymore. I think you're okay, because... wait a minute. Why... This looks like fragments of something. What the hell is that? I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... Must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this... That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So, maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. There's no way. What about the body itself? If I check the body more thoroughly... Oh, we really have to do this? Okay. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. Nothing strange about that, really? Or is it? The white jacket... there's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. There's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? I don't know, what is that supposed to imply? Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. These are fake nails, they're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. What is that mark on the... Is that a tattoo? Looks like a picture of a dog or something. Picture of a dog. I'm trying to see the dog, but... Oh yeah, it kinda looks like a dog. Oh, wait a minute, I don't know. Kyoko always wore gloves. Should I really check inside the chicken coop? I count 4 chickens. 4? There used to be 5 of them. Do you remember how many chickens there were in here? There were 5. Yeah, right? Well, for some reason there's only 4 chickens here now. Or 1 short. That's weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? You know, it might be crazy, but it might actually have something to do with the case. As weird as that sounds. Det wanna come a flower, huh?
So.
It's 11 o'clock right now. And I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? What time is it? Left the gym, it was just before 9, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. That's... Why did we get the body announcement so late, though? I mean, we got it after we went inside the data center. Is this a tarp? Was there a tarp in here before? The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Is that the only thing that concerns you? Not the pickaxe? Crazy diamond. This pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. There's not the time to worry about it. Let me look at the tarp again, just real quick. The top is wet. Underside is totally dry, completely dry. That's suspicious. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. Really? What could I possibly have missed? Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. Oh. Thank you, too. Can we go now? Nope. What am I supposed to do now? Should I look at the body again? I can't think of anything else to check out. Wait, what? There's only one little piece left. Okay. What about the... okay. The top half of the body is wet. What about the... hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning. Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. Not done yet, there are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. Still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. I'll have to talk to Byakuya. Because she gave the key to him. I think he will comply. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. It's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.